you mentioned the roster. Duggar make this team?
No. Do not think he makes the team.
You agree with that?
I'm not ready to give up on it yet. I didn't love the last play, Steve. I don't understand why
forget
he
about
didn't
the
get
last
down.
play.
No, I
Well,
know
you can't
that-
forget about the last
but
play.
No, but
It's irrelevant.
I know what you're saying.
You know what the relevance is?
That he was on the field.
Thank you.
for the last
See
play.
how I did that for him after he did it for me?
I still think he can play. That's the hard part
So
for
do
me,
I.
Christian. Like, I see he's making plays, coming downhill, run blitz. Like,
Okay, I'm with you. There's a home for him. There's a home for Anfernee Jennings.
But you're saying just not here.
Certain things are just set in stone for me. And one of them in the preseason, vets, distinguished, guys that made a lot of money, that have been in the league over 5 years. When they're in the fourth quarter, at the end of the game, when there's absolutely no need for them to be there, they're either being shopped or they're just, giving them reps, but they're not making the team.
Well, Anfernee Jennings, I think, is making the team. Agree or disagree?
Can I just comment on this?
Yeah, because
I think this one is tricky. This one is tricky.
Well, he's playing in the fourth quarter.
I know, but
good.
Yeah, and he's dominating.
You don't think he makes the team?
I don't know. It depends. I think that if he wasn't before the game, I think he's starting to change their mind.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm having a tough time on him.
Yeah.
I want to just give you the real quick at the position. You got Harold Landry, Chase on are your starters, and then you got Truman Jones of Harvard who's coming on. Then you got two rookies, Braden Swinson and Elijah Ponder. So there's a lot of guys at that
How do you
edge
cut
position,
a guy who's
but
making sacks?
I would not cut him.
How do you cut a guy who's making sacks?
Because I still think he can help you.
Yeah, and a lot of people are talking about Chism with the competition. He's performing. He's doing great because he's playing against third stringers. And they said the same thing about Anfernee Jennings. I remember being in a meeting room before a preseason game and Bill Belichick talking to all of us saying, if you are a vet, if you've been here a long time and you're playing in the third, we expect you to dominate. You should dominate.
Right.
You're playing against guys that do not know how to be pros. They don't really have an understanding of how football works. And you're physically tougher and stronger than them. And so you should. Anfernee Jennings is doing what he should be doing.
But he did dominate.
He did
Yeah,
dominate.
that's my point.
And
So it's not like he's a bad player, is my point. It's just, will he fit this system and this scheme?
And he might not, but I just don't want to sit on the fence, Steve. If I was making my roster projection, both Duggar and Jennings would be on the team for me.
I can't do this football segment without mentioning Chism. You brought him up. I mean, he's been the star of the show so far.
ahead.
Now my thought is he's hurting.
Well, yeah, because
he's injured a little bit.
You saw that on the sideline, after his touchdown, Steve, and this was maybe a little bit underplayed, is he's being looked at by the athletic training staff, and he didn't go back into the game. And so part of that might have been, were they protecting him because he had shown all he needed to show? The other part of it is maybe they were protecting him because of his health. And so Mike Vrabel speaks tomorrow morning, 10:15, on my list of questions. What is Efton Chisum's status? Because I think that's a great point about his health.
Who does he remind you of? Edelman, Amendola? Which one?
Ooh. Can we kind of morph them all into one big, giant, little package? I mean, his short area quickness is great. It's comparable, at least this early. We'll see how tough he is. The one thing those guys had.
He's tough.
Well, there's
He's
Edelman
tough.
tough. There's Edelman tough.
Yeah.
I don't know what how tough this kid is
He
yet.
broke 6 tackles the other day.
What? So what?
So what?
Let me
Does that mean
see him get
Wow.
doinked in the head
What got into
and
you
knocked
two?
out
Listen to him.
in a Super
Well,
Bowl
because we
and then
got-
get back up.
We got all these issues. Issues. All
The
right.
ultimate optimist.
Because
Optimist Prime right
I
here.
was right there. I saw the guy break 6 tackles and get in the end zone.
And he wakes up at 5 a.m.
I said he made the team after his second catch in the game. I'm just saying, you're saying he's as tough as Edelman. Say that right now.
You two need to make up.
Efton Chisum is tougher than Julian Edelman.
I
Shake
didn't
hands.
say that.
Shake-
Now, wait a minute. I didn't say that.
Listen,
I didn't
shake
say that.
hands.
You know how
I'm
it
just saying
feels.
he's
You
making
two need to
plays.
shake hands.
Now- I'm just
Shake
saying-
hands right now.
My guy.
Yeah, you are my guy. That's how we started out.